That's right, Crystal, and it's actually snowing right here. It just started about 10 minutes ago, and I mean, this is awesome. I haven't been able to report on snow like this since my last job in Virginia, which is just wild. But back to what's going on here. It is snowing out here, and as you can see behind me, you're going to see some of these road signs out here that say snow tires and chains are required if you're going this way up to Mount Charleston. This is on Kyle Canyon Road, and you'll also see signs like that if you're going on Lee Canyon Road. Now, people were stopping to get their tires prepped before heading up to the mountain as snow dusted the area. The Las Vegas Valley is under a winter weather advisory until tomorrow morning. And a group called SNOR, which stands for Southern Nevada Off-Road Recovery, is out today monitoring for any drivers who may get stuck in the snow.
Coming up on the mountain prepared is a definite necessity. So definitely recommend four-wheel drive when you come up here.
And if you're anticipating hitting the roads, make sure to check out the NHP website for the latest on road conditions, and also just use some caution, slow down, and watch out for slick spots on the road because, like I said, it is snowing. Reporting live, Kyle Wilcox, back to you.
You don't see it.
A lot of viewers wondering what this means to them.
Well, Steve, honestly, not too much. Nevada has had a mask mandate in for months now, but to be clear, this is not a federal mandate requiring all U.S. citizens to wear masks. Legal experts say it's still up to state and local authorities, but there are a few changes.
With the stroke of a pen, President Joe Biden signing executive mask orders mandating them on federal lands and interstate travel to curb the spread of COVID-19. Put simply, the order reads, masks and other public health measures reduce the spread of the disease and save lives. Outside the Greyhound bus stop near downtown, travelers like Jennifer Gardner are masking up.
I'm for it, to be honest. I take the sickness seriously.
Marie, who flew into Las Vegas from Savannah, Georgia, agrees.
That's what we need to keep everyone safe.
Of course, masks aren't new. Neither were airline company policies requiring them on board. But many in the travel industry are applauding the move.
I think our initial reaction was it's about time.
Tom McDaniel is the International Vice President of Transport Workers Union, which represents many local flight attendants in Nevada. He says the new order will help give flight crews critical backup after several have been harassed by unruly passengers refusing to wear a mask.
And when it's a company policy and it's not a rule, it's harder for us to enforce. So it should make our job easier. And it's great to have the government saying that, we're going to support you.
The order also applies to federal buildings like the Fully Federal Building and U.S. Courthouse here in Las Vegas. National parks and monuments like Death Valley, Great Basin, Lake Mead, and Tule Springs Fossil Bed here in Nevada are also mentioned in the order, although enforcement or further details remain unclear. Back outside the station, Jennifer encourages everyone to do their part and mask up.
It's all right. Nothing lasts forever. After a while, something is going to change.
Remdesivir, an antiviral drug, got FDA approval back in October as the first drug to treat hospitalized COVID-19 patients. Now, trial investigators are testing the drug in hopes of preventing COVID-19 hospitalizations. It acquired emergency use last spring, and after several studies, Remdesivir won full FDA approval for treating severe COVID-19 patients, oftentimes requiring ventilators in hospitals. In a large study by the U.S. National Institutes of Health, California-based company Gilead Sciences announced the drug cut recovery time by 5 days. Former President Donald Trump also received the drug when he was hospitalized in the fall.
We now need to see if it's going to be helpful for patients in the outpatient setting.
Principal investigator Dr. Atoya Adams with AB Clinical Trials in Las Vegas says the Remdesivir trial started as COVID-19 began overwhelming hospitals across the nation. The goal, catching people within the first few days of testing positive for COVID-19.
If we maybe attack them with the Remdesivir in the beginning of their COVID infection, it can help reduce their symptoms, help keep them out of the hospital, and even better, help possibly keep them alive.
Dr. Adams says Remdesivir is administered via IV. Patients would get 3 infusions over the course of 3 days. They are looking for volunteers who are COVID positive with mild to moderate symptoms, meaning cough, headache, fatigue, shortness of breath, or those at high risk of being hospitalized.
People with comorbidities like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, stroke, history of stroke, or they're immunocompromised.
The trial, being conducted at 100 sites across the nation, including Las Vegas, has both a treatment and placebo group.
The placebo group is to make sure the drug is effective.
The nation-cited Cashman Center will be open starting tomorrow and running through Saturday of next week by appointment only. During its first week in operation, health district officials say the Cashman location administered more than 15,000 vaccinations. The site is closed this weekend for employee retraining. However, the health district will open a pop-up vaccination clinic at Mack Middle School that will run Tuesday through Thursday. Appointments can be made on the health district's website.